I caught my girlfriend kissing my colleague at our celebration party. All thanks to my security cameras. Hey everyone, welcome back to True Scars, where we share the stories most people are too afraid to tell. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And stay until the end to hear what really shattered me that night. My name is Adrian, and I used to think I had it all. 6 weeks ago, I threw what was supposed to be the biggest celebration of my life. A backyard party to mark my promotion to Director of Strategy. It came with everything I'd ever dreamed of. A 6-figure salary, a sleek office with a city view, respect and security. And I wanted to share that win with the woman I loved, Lena. Lena and I had been together for just over 2 years. We met at a networking mixer. She stood out, not just because of her emerald blazer or the way she playfully mocked the speaker, but because she was the kind of person who made silence feel comfortable. Intelligent, witty, effortlessly magnetic. She was a freelance editor who worked from home, fiercely independent and completely relaxed about our different work rhythms. We moved in together after 8 months, and while others said it was too soon for us, it just worked. We balanced each other. I brought structure, she brought spontaneity. When I got the promotion, Lena was more excited than I was. "Let's throw a party," she said, already sketching out ideas. She curated cocktail menus, picked out lighting options, and helped set up the backyard like it was an art gallery. We had solar lights, cozy patio furniture, and soft jazz ready on the playlist. I had 2 outdoor security cameras installed earlier that year, not because of suspicion, just practical safety. One watched the patio. The other was angled toward the side gate. They ran 24/7 and uploaded straight to the cloud. It was the kind of thing you forget exists until you really need it. The night of the party, everything felt perfect. Lena wore a black velvet dress, gold hoops, and bold red lipstick. I remember teasing her. "I'm going to have to keep an eye on you tonight." She smirked and replied, "You'll be too busy impressing your boss." Guests arrived by the dozen. My co-workers, her freelance friends, a few of our mutual pals. Music flowed through the air, mixing with the smell of grilled burgers and laughter. Lena floated through the crowd like she was born to host, laughing, refilling drinks, making small talk like it was her superpower. I noticed her chatting a lot with my colleague, Nolan, and his girlfriend, Elise. I didn't think much of it. Nolan's harmless, kind of a goofball, and Elise is bubbly and warm. The kind of people Lena always hit it off with. I got pulled into deep corporate convos about Q4 projections, KPIs, and work-life balance. I remember looking over the grill and catching Lena's eye. She smiled and gave me a thumbs up. Smiled back. That moment felt real. Around 1:30 a.m., everyone had trickled out. We cleaned up, shared a final drink, and collapsed onto the couch. Lena curled into me, kissed my neck and whispered, "You deserve all of this." I believed her. The next morning was normal, maybe too normal. She made her famous hangover hash. Eggs, spicy potatoes, avocado. We ate on the patio. She asked me how it felt to be a big shot now. She wasn't cold, distant, or awkward. If anything, she was warmer, more affectionate. But something gnawed at me. A small comment Elise had made just before leaving the party. "You're lucky she's yours. Everyone seems to love Lena. Maybe a little too much." I brushed it off. Elise was tipsy. But later that afternoon, while Lena napped, I went to tidy up the yard. That's when I saw the blinking red light on the patio camera. Motion recorded. Out of sheer curiosity, I opened the app and started scanning through the footage. Just a laugh, I thought. Few blurry shots of drunk dancing. But then the timestamp caught my eye. 11:47 p.m. I was inside at the grill with James. The camera showed Lena outside with Nolan. They were laughing. He leaned in, whispered something. She swatted at his arm, playful. He put his hand on her lower back, and she didn't move away. They slipped out of frame toward the side gate. That camera had a blind spot. But the second one picked them up again at 11:49 p.m. What I saw next made my stomach twist. Nolan kissed her. And she kissed him back. Not just a peck. A real kiss. Long enough to tear everything apart. I stared at the footage, frozen. Then I watched it again. Slower. Rewinding. Frame by frame. She touched his arm. He brushed her cheek. She smiled. Then walked back inside like nothing happened. He followed 2 minutes later, wiping his mouth. Adjusting his shirt. I felt like the air had been sucked out of my lungs. I wanted to believe it was a drunk mistake. But when I scanned the rest of the night, it wasn't just the kiss. It was the way she drifted toward him over and over. How he refilled her glass without asking. The subtle smiles. The hand on the back. Private jokes. Even during our own private kiss behind the grill, she turned away quickly. Now I know why. I started pulling up older footage. Late night clips. Days I came home late. Shadows in the kitchen. Laughter that didn't make sense. A hug that lingered too long. Nothing concrete, but enough to fuel suspicion. That night I didn't yell. I didn't rage. I just sat her down and said, asterisk, I watched the footage. Asterisk. Her face went pale. She didn't deny it. Didn't cry. Just stared at the floor and whispered, asterisk. I didn't plan for that to happen. Asterisk. I asked if it was the first time. She swore it was. Said it was the alcohol. That it didn't mean anything. But I could see it in her eyes. It wasn't new. Packed a bag. She didn't stop me. It's been 6 weeks. She sent a few texts. Asterisk, I'm sorry. Asterisk. Asterisk, can we talk? Asterisk. Asterisk. Please, I didn't want to lose you. Asterisk. I haven't responded. The footage is still on my cloud account. I haven't deleted it. Not out of spite or proof, but because it reminds me of something I learned the hard way. Trust doesn't vanish in a storm. It fades in stolen glances. In quiet betrayal. In a moment behind the side gate. I trusted her. Now I trust myself more, for walking away. What would you have done if you saw that footage? Would you confront her? Say, forgive. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video if you believe trust is earned, not assumed. And don't forget to subscribe. We've got more real raw stories coming every single week. Until next time, stay smart, stay grounded, and never ignore the red blinking light.